has to do with the fact that y'all are in and out of here and not attending all the time. So like, I want to talk about some of these. I'm getting things on the test like you understand direct things that I tell you, but not the connections between them. If I gave you the quiz, some of you will also do it with the symbols. You guys do a lot better on that quiz than you do using those symbols. Like I can say that this is this, but it's like, okay, I tell you like, what does p hat stand for? Proportion of the sample. And I have a lot of people who can write that down on paper. And if I give them a problem and it gives them a sample and gives them a proportion to go with that sample, that connection never makes it there that that's p hat. So like we've got to figure out how to make that connection. Another thing that I'm seeing is people saying things like, you guys are getting the things I'm saying to you, like as sample size increases, what happens? But then people are writing as sample size increases, variability decreases, so the standard deviation increases. But standard deviation is your variability. So like we're missing little connections like that I've got to figure out how to make a lesson or kind of do some things to tie in. So I'm going to try to do more here and there. What are possible symbols for parameters? What's another one? And then take for that one. This is lowercase, but can't really write that way. So if I'm talking about those same things, what are my statistics? What does it mean to be a parameter? A number that describes the population. What does it mean to be a statistic? Number that describes the sample. Usually if I'm trying to figure out which one is which, it'll give you a sample size and it'll say of this group, this is your mean. That's how you know that it's that one and not this one. What are some things, synonyms, connections, words, I don't care. This is the main area I'm seeing the confusion here. What are some things that I could say about, what is spread? What are examples of spread? So our standard deviation range, what else? So those are specific examples. Generally, what is spread? What's another way of saying that? How far apart? I can talk about the what? I'm just gonna word it a little bit different. Width is something I can say. Consistency. I think that's a big. I don't know how far I want to get into that in detail. Like these are like the little like people aren't making connections that this is in the same category as something like this, or I just said sorry for people aren't understanding that this and this go in the same category, or that's all talking about spread. If I'm talking about, let's just go talk about chapter 7. If I'm talking about center, what can I talk about with center of chapter 7? What? And so the mean of what for chapter 7? I would write mu of, I'm being very specific. One thing I can say is mu of x bar, which is equal to what? Or the fact that it equals the population parameter just means that it is what? if the actual center is here and my center is here, that means my group is what?
Bias.
Biased. So that's the only reason that these are equals, because I'm biased. What is this? I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and start reviewing chapter 7. What is that? That one's the same for all of them. So when do if this works, that tells me I can do what? So that means I can use one of those two equations. Oh, here's another connection. So this is spread, this is center. What are options for that? What?
Uniform.
A lot of people have forgotten this word because they used it last chapter. What does this mean?
It means all the values are the same.
What's another one?
Belt shape.
Which we usually use that one along with. And there's one other word that I haven't heard yet, which I need to. Unimodal works. What else? One is very specific. That is a shape. And again, I'm not sure everybody's making that connection. So if I ask about shape for something, if you can say that it's normal, that's part of the shape. When we stop there, now I go straight